Everyone, in this video I'm going to start unit 3, that is fundamentals of Java programming. It is for grade 12th, subject is information technology and subject code is 802. So let us start with introduction to Java. Welcome to fundamentals of Java programming. In this unit you will learn to write and execute Java programs. But before you start writing one, it is important to know that what a program is. A computer program is a sequence of instructions given to the computer in order to accomplish a specific task. The instructions tell the computer what to do and how to do it. Programming is the preparation and writing of programs for computers. For example, in a computer system, if I want to take printout of any document, what I'll do, I'll open that document and give the print command to it. And after that, I'll get printout of that document in the form of hard copy. So what is the actual process? It is the when I give print instruction to the computer system. So it is the command which we give to the computer system, which tells the computer system that what it should do. So in the same way, in programs, while we writing the programs, we give instructions that what the program actually is and what we are doing in that programming with the help of logics. So that logics and that instructions which we give in that which we write in that computer program, it gives the instruction to the computer system and then we get the particular output for the particular program. So there are many languages which we use for programming, and these are high level languages such as Java, C++, Python, and many more languages are there. However, as you are already aware, a computer only understands its own language called machine language. So computers only understand the machine level language, means in the form of 0 and 1 machine level language. Therefore, a compiler is needed to translate high level program code into machine language code that will be understood by the computer. For example, like there are two people from different countries, they don't know each other's language, so how they will communicate with each other? They can communicate with each other if they get interpreter who translates their language and helps them for the communication. In the same way, in computer system, when we write code for any any programming language, then we have interpreter or the compiler for that interpreter. It translates that high level language code into machine level language, which is understood by the computer system. And after that, we get the output. So after a program is compiled, the machine code can be executed on the computer, say Windows for which it was compiled. Now Java is very popular high level programming language and has been used widely to create various types of computer applications such as database applications, desktop applications, web based applications, mobile applications, games we used to make using the uh, Java programming. So there are many things, many softwares which are developed with the help of Java programming language. So a Java compiler, instead of translating Java code to machine language code, it translates into Java bytecode. So when we write the computer program into in Java language, and when we compile it, so that code from high level language get converted into bytecode. Okay, so that bytecode also called Java class file. That bytecode is also called as a Java class file, and it is to be run on a computer. A Java interpreter called the Java virtual machine translates the bytecode into machine code and then executes it. Basically, what happens in Java programming, when we write any Java code and at the time of compilation, firstly it gets converted, that code gets converted into the bytecode, and after that interpreter, that is we also call that Java virtual machine, that actually translates that bytecode into machine code, and that machine code gets executed and gives the output to us. The advantage of such an approach is that once a programmer has compiled a Java program into bytecode, it can be run on any platform say Windows, Linux, or Mac, as long as it has a JVM, that is Java Virtual Machine, running on it. It means that once I have given the command to it to run command, so first it will compile that, the code will convert it into bytecode, and then that bytecode will get converted into machine code with the help of Java Virtual Machine. So once we give the instruction for the compilation for the, as long as the Java Virtual Machine gets run on our computer system, we can run that program. This makes Java program platform independent and highly portable. Now, to write a Java program, to write anything, we need a text editor. So for Java, in this unit, we will study about Java NetBeans IDE. So why we call it Java NetBeans IDE? Because in this software, in this IDE, it gives us the that we can write a code, we can compile the code, and we get the output at the same time. So that's why it's called IDE, Integrated Development Environment. So now to write a Java program, you will need a text editor and a Java compiler for compiling the code into bytecode. So there are wide variety of Java integrated development environments available in the market that come equipped with a text editor and a Java compiler, thus simplifying writing, compiling, and executing Java programs. Most of them are freely downloadable from the internet. We will be using the open source and free Java NetBeans IDE for writing Java programs. Now, so let's dive straight in and write a simple Java program that prints a welcome message, "Hello World," on the screen. So for writing any project, for writing any program, firstly what we will do, we will double click on the NetBeans icon on our computer system, and if it's not installed, then we can install it from the internet, and it is open source, means you don't have to purchase it, you can freely download it. So firstly, when you will double click on the icon of NetBeans IDE, this type of image you will see there on your computer screen. After that, go to file option and click on new project. Then after that, you will see various categories. So in categories, you have to select Java, and in projects, you have to select Java application. After that, click on next. Here it's saying project name, you have to write the project name Hello World, as right. So as you will write your project name, your create main class will get automatically autofill. Okay, it will autofill with the name of the project name and dot that file name extension. Now you have to click on finish. After that, you will see this screen on your computer system. Then there will be projects. So in projects, you will see, like, you have created the Hello World project name you have given. So in projects, you will see these types of classes, and here is hello world.java file. Okay, so this is a package. Hello World contains the file hello world.java. Notice that a source code file called hello world.java has been created in a package called hello world program. So on the right side of the IDE is the code editor windows, where the Java program code in the hello world.java file is displayed. So after that, you will see your source. This is the source code. Here these are the comments. Here is the package hello world, and then there is class, public class hello world. So in this class, after there is public static void main. So this is the main part. Main means whenever you run your Java program, firstly the statements which you will be writing in this area, it will get executed. So here you can see comments. These are multi-line comments. Okay, this is a single line comment, and this is a class declaration. Class declaration will be this name hello world. So class declaration, name of class must match the source code file name hello world and hello world.java. This should be same. Package name can be different from the source name, but this class declaration will be same as the source name. Now after that, observe that quite a bit of the code in the code editor is grayed out. So now about the comments, these are the comments. So why we write this? This tells us about, like, if you want to write anything, that why you are writing that code and what is the meaning of that line in that code, you can use comments. Okay, so comments can be multi-line also and single line also. Single line comment will get started from forward slash, and multi-line comments will get started from forward slash star, and then end with star forward slash. So this is the way of writing the comments in the Java programming. Now there is package hello world, public class hello world, public static void main this. So package, now what do you mean by package? This is the first line in the program, package statement. A package in Java is a group of related classes. Package means that it contains the classes in it. Okay, in our program this statement declares that the hello world.java program is the part of hello world package. All classes in this package can share their data and code. Now after that you can see here public static void main. So this is the main method of any Java program, and when you execute your program, the first output you will get, this class will get executed, and the statements which you will be writing here will get executed first. So this is all about the hello world Java programming.